So from Paul Herring, what are advisors' options over the next couple of years? Frankly, for life risk specialists, I don't think there is one per se. Unless linked with a financial planner or dealing with high net worth clients, the regulators have made it impossible to operate within all the factors we know about getting in the way. FASEA, compliance, best interest, etc., which leaves most of us with only about 15% of our remaining time to engage with clients. So the question, of course, is what are the advisors' options over the next couple of years?
Great question, Paul, and welcome, mate. Thanks for that question. There's essentially a couple of options. Number one is to get out. For the better advisors, that's not a great option. I'm afraid it's not a great option for them personally. It's not a great option for our industry, and it's not a great option for the clients that have been relying on your valuable service. Number two is to successfully complete the FASEA exam. I would definitely recommend that to everyone who's going through this. It is difficult, but we know that the licensees are trying very hard to give assistance along the way, so definitely give it a crack. If you complete the FASEA exam successfully, then you've got another 4-year window to do your graduate diploma. Well, actually, if you can complete it sooner rather than later, you've got 5 years. But just remember, when you start your graduate diploma, even though we have until 2026, the institution that you do your graduate diploma through will only allow you 4 years to complete that diploma. You're not going to be able to do it over 5 years. You have to do it over 4. Option number 3 is perhaps to bring in someone younger who does have the qualifications, that can learn from you, that can potentially be your succession plan. That's an option. I think that's a high risk option. The reason being is that what do you do if that licensed younger advisor goes on leave or gets sick or decides to move away from your area or decides that they don't like working with you anymore? What do you do then? Then you're back to square one. Your business comes to a grinding halt. And if they do leave and they remain in the area, have you got a strong enough contractual, legally binding agreement that can ensure that they can't poach your clients? I see that there's a lot of risk with that particular option, but I know that a number of risk advisors are seriously going down that path. Option number 4, general advice model. A couple of businesses have popped up. That is an option. I know of a couple of risk advisors who are seriously considering that option. Option number 5 is a group like AFAN. AFAN is essentially a co-op, guys. It's the bringing together of like-minded individuals who have different areas of specialisation. And under those areas of specialisations, we have a range of degree qualified practitioners. Being a risk advisor who doesn't have the education but wants to continue, you can simply attach your business to a group like AFAN. You can continue to do everything that you're currently doing other than saying, I recommend. You can make factual statements. In fact, David, who has joined us, he sits in on all the client meetings and he gives a lot of input into the client meetings, and he project manages the implementation of the strategies, and he will project manage the claims. He's just not saying I recommend, and he's not putting his name on an SOA. That's it. But the key is the relationship. David, for example, has relationships with these clients that go back 10, 15, 20 years. And you can't buy that. If David just left and we purchased his book of business, we don't have that same relationship. They don't know us from a bar of soap. An organisation like AFAN will only be successful by keeping the relationship in place between the risk advisor and his or her clients.